Uh, in simple terms, he said pick it up. A lot of vulgar words in there, some obscenities. So he just told us that we didn't want our season to end like this, especially not on our home court. We worked this hard this whole season to get to this point, and for us to come out there and lay an egg, honestly, it was just unacceptable. He told us that we were being soft all the way around. We weren't guarding. They were just getting to their spots, hitting shots, and that's basically what he told us, just pick it up.
Any other questions for Jordan or you? Go ahead, Justin.
I guess you guys both answered this one, but guys, Jordan, you were over there piping up the student section. It was a really good atmosphere tonight. Can you talk a little bit about that, how awesome that was?
I mean, having the students here is great. It honestly just feels surreal, kind of. I haven't had that my whole time here, having the students just pack the section like that. As loud as they were, they just brought us great energy. They helped us in those times. Like you said, when it was 24-12, we came back out and they were screaming, they were riling us up. So just having them out there is a blessing. We missed them we missed them for sure, not even kind of early in the SEC when they couldn't be here. So just having them here just is a great opportunity, and we love to have them.
Definitely. I would agree with that. They were awesome. We definitely missed them down in Tampa. We wish we could have had them, but it's great that we get to see them again here at the end of the season. So it's exciting.
Robbie?
For both of you guys, since both of you, this is your third season here, first postseason appearance, how excited were you guys to play this game and also to play Belmont? Especially because sometimes teams in NIT are a little disappointed and sometimes don't show up.
For us, I think that this was a game that we were all hyped about going into it. We know this is the first opportunity we've had to play in a postseason tournament like this, and knowing that it was at home was even more exciting for us. It got us all even more hyped because, we knew we would have the student section there. We didn't know it would be as great as it was, but it was exciting because it's something that we've been building towards. We've been building towards it for 3 years, and seeing it start to come into fruition is awesome.
Yeah, in the Echo Q, I completely agree. It's kind of funny that we play Belmont too. We play them so much in the summer, just scrimmaging, and just have that come full circle, playing them in one of the most meaningful games in our career. So it's just great. We were very excited. I mean, we knew this is what we wanted to have. Obviously, we wanted to make the NCAA tournament, but having the opportunity to play in the postseason was something we look forward to. So we don't have any disappointments. We're looking forward to going all the way.
Go ahead, Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jordan, what's been going well for you the last couple of games? And when you get in situations like tonight where Scotty isn't scoring quite to the level he's used to, do you kind of get the sense that you need to be a little more aggressive offensively?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, his offense hasn't been going for us. I'm not even going to say his offense. His scoring, really. He's still facilitating. He's still getting everyone involved. He's being the point guard that we need. So just when he's not scoring, I feel for sure, as probably the second option on this team, I feel like that's kind of my role to step up. When he's not scoring as much, he's finding me, helping me get in the rhythm early in the games. He's passing me, getting me open shots. So he's doing what he's supposed to do, and I feel like I'm just playing my role and stepping up when I need to.
Jeffrey? You got another one?
I think go with Oregon here.
Mike Morgan? You're muted. Go ahead.
We also talked a little bit more about Jordan. You also talked a little bit more about knowing Belmont, playing with them in the summer. And did that have anything to do with your early struggles that you guys had with them?
Yes, I mean, it was a long time ago that we played them, but their system is pretty much the same. We knew they were going to do a lot of cutting. They move well without the ball. We know they like to score inside the three-point line, but they could also stretch the floor. And they like to play through Muzinski. He's a great player for them. We knew coming into the game that this is going to be a big matchup for Q and Liam. We emphasized that throughout the past 2 days that this was going to be a game. They were going to win this game for us, and they did that tonight.
Steve Cavendish, did you have a question for us?
Yeah, similar to what Mike was saying. Over the years, Vandy, Belmont, Lipscomb, some of the other area schools, you end up playing pickup, or you end up playing with against these players summers or after the season's over. How familiar were you guys with some of their players, just in general? And how much do you know the other team?
We play Belmont a ton in the summer. We scrimmage them maybe once a week, if not more. And it's, we know kind of who they have, and we knew how they were going to play. obviously, like, as the season wears on, everyone kind of changes and adjusts. So we had an idea, and it was great to just kind of play the guys we've been in the gym with in the summers and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, and going off of that, I mean, we kind of we know these guys pretty well now. As much as we play them, there's always conversations after the scrimmages. We always see them. Like, if we go out in Nashville, we'll run into those guys. So we're very familiar with them. They're right across the street from us. So we're very familiar, and it's good to play against them and have Nashville have this opportunity for two of their best teams to go at it.
All right, Robbie, last one. Yeah, Quentin, as you mentioned, Kuzinski being a big focus for you guys. He was 6 for 16. It seemed like he kind of struggled around the rim. What were you guys able to do well, you and Liam, to limit him?
It was definitely working early. They talked about it being a big thing for us to push him off the block and get him outside of his comfort zone. And he would be comfortable if he had 1 foot in the paint when he caught it. So that was kind of the key for us, just making sure he wasn't going to catch it in his go-to spots. Every guy has their spot where they know, okay, I can get a bucket from here. And if you take them off it by a foot or 2 feet, then it's a whole lot harder for them to score. So just that early work Liam and myself did was kind of the key to keeping him from scoring the way he can.
Thank you. Guys want to start us off with a statement tonight after a big win?
Yes, hats off to Casey and Belmont. Great, well-coached team. Really pushed us there. Obviously got off to a great start. We was able to have the battle back, and we were able to get some separation there at the end. But really, hats off to that team. Our guys know that team well. They, kind of play together a little bit in the summer. So I knew it was going kind of for some bragging rights. So I'm glad we was able to get back into it. But no, I thought the energy in our building was unbelievable tonight. Especially want to give a big shout out to our 6-man. Our fans were unbelievable. Our students. They really came out. Their energy was big even before the game started, and I think that was definitely you could see the guys once we started rolling a little bit. They were making little notions to the crowd to get them into it even more so. But I thought that was a big lift for us and helped us get over the hump tonight.
Robbie? Yeah, Zach, it felt like a big turning point in the game was at that timeout where you kind of got into the guys. You guys were down 24 to 12 and played very well in the rest of the half. What, maybe weren't you like it up till then? What did you see that improved? I guess what's the color?
Well, no, I mean, we just knew this team. I mean, they run their Princeton offense, and they're going to back cut, and we had to really put a lot of pressure on the ball because they'll pick you apart. But if you give them an opportunity to just stand out there and make plays, and those guys are, some of the best cutters, in the country, honestly. I mean, they have elite cutters, and they get those back doors, and we talked about them. So it was a little frustrating when we were giving up a few of those early in the game. But I knew we were going to give up some. I mean, they're just too good at what they do for us not to give up a few of them. But I thought, for the most part, we did a pretty good job with keeping those guys in front of us and making them make shots over the top. I thought our bigs were unbelievable tonight. Liam, both ends, offensively, defensively, but Q, he was again, I say it all the time, man. He's the glue. He's the heart and soul of what we do. When we were struggling there in the first half, he went and got those offensive rebounds, and we got points. And then he got one where he was able to put back right there at the end of the half to give us the lead. After not playing well and still could come up with, and have a 1-point lead. I thought that was a huge momentum play for us coming into the second half. But just good contributions throughout our roster tonight. I thought Tyron Lawrence came in and gave us some good minutes. Jermaine Mann gave us some minutes, off the bench as well. Miles didn't have his best shooting night tonight. Scotty didn't have his best shooting night, but other guys stepped up. Jordan kept us in it offensively there in the first half. He and Liam, and then Big Shot Rod, come in and do what he do at the end of the games to help got us some separation there at the end. So hopefully we just continue to be who we are, man. Continue to showcase to the nation, our toughness and our physicality on the defensive end, and our selflessness and our poise and our discipline on the offensive end. Hopefully we continue to do that.
Kendrick?
Yeah, Stack, how close have you guys come to the schedule at Belmont the last few years? And would you like to see them on the schedule regularly?
I kind of leave that up to Andy Fox. When I went out and hired Andy, he was kind of well versed in it, and he went out, and he does a good job with that. But then I think I give him a headache because I always want to play the tougher team with the higher numbers, and try to help our chances to get into the postseason. And he's like, and we did that. I mean, I think that we wound up this year with top. In the 30s somewhere. Top 40 team with our strength of schedule. So I think a lot of people just try to go in and pad those stats as far as wins and losses. We wanted to get quality wins, and we were able to do that. We had a number of quad 1 wins, quad 2 wins. It was a learning curve for me, but I definitely wouldn't oppose to playing there. I know our guys played with those guys in the summer. We got some connection there. Try to put them together, and they play. They go over to Belmont, play. They come over here and play. So they're really familiar with each other. So it could be an opportunity to have something to build something like that going in the future. Absolutely.
Go ahead, Chris Harris.
Coach, I want to ask you about Jordan. I know he averaged double-double this year, but it seems like down the stretch it's been really kind of took his game up a notch. Is there a point in the season when you recognize that, and what point was that?
Well, yeah, I think Jordan, it was no secret. He had some struggles, during the year. Just felt like he was handling the ball. He was just maybe going a little bit too fast. He was a little indecisive on his shots, which shots to take. And just had that. But he would come in and work. He would come in before practice when he was struggling like that. I would see him come in before practice and work. I see him stay late and work, and then he did that, and then he had another game just like that, and I went up to him and I told him, like, you just got to keep doing it. You got to keep doing it. It might not be the next game, might not even be the next game, but keep doing your work, keep trusting your work, come in and getting your work in, and before practice, after practice, and he did that. He was diligent about that, and I was like, if you keep doing that at some point in the season, it's going to kick on for you. And lo and behold, it kicked on at the right time. He played unbelievable in the SEC tournament, and that carried right over into this first game of the NIT.
Steve Gavin, go ahead.
Coach, I want to push back just a little bit. You guys had Alabama State and Mississippi Valley State early in the season. They're 300 plus on the rankings. From a neutral's point of view, it seems like this is a game that should be played every year. These are the two best programs in the city over the last 20 years, and it was a really fun game to watch tonight. What do you think? What do you think's going to happen in order for that to get on the schedule?
Like I said before, I think they got to talk to Andy Fox. Right, he'd come to me and he'd tell me, what makes some sense, and I ultimately I'll make the final decision on it. But again, what you like and what we like, it might be two totally different things. What I'm saying, but we'll see how that play out. Yeah, like I said, I don't, it's all about relationships in this game. To those guys, if somebody was on Alabama State, Mo Williams played in the NBA for a large number of years. I competed against him. He got a job. We gave him a game. It's the HBCU with all of the social issues going on. We wanted to make sure that we did something from having HBCUs on the schedule. So those are the things when we go in the scheduling that we think about, not just what you might think. So, but we'll consider it.
Yes, Zach, I think you mentioned, at a number of points throughout the season that you were looking for, another guard to come off the bench and do something. Do you think Tyler Lawrence is starting to emerge as a guy who can do that regularly?
Yeah, I do. I think he was good. He was really good tonight. Again, like I said, I mentioned Gabe, Shane. He had a couple minutes, came in and had a turnover. It's always tough when you see young guys come in and they turn over the ball. That's tough to watch. You almost got to, when you're young like that, when you had to watch it. I had to look at it a little bit more when Scotty and Jordan was young, when we threw them out there in the fire. But now that we've gotten older and we've gotten guys with a little bit more experience, the Tyrants, Lawrence and those guys, your leash is a little bit shorter. So, but again, he'll get to that point. It's a hierarchy system. He'll get to that point where he'll be able to play through his mistakes a little bit more, but it's just not right now. So Gabe Dorsey, again, he's another guy that might get an opportunity as well. I think because he's really good on defensively, understanding the coverages and everything. Sometimes he get too excited. I put him in the game one time and he fouled a three-point shooter. It's just that youthful exuberance that he has when he gets in the game. But I do think he's going to be a really good player for us before it's all said and done.
Congrats, Coach. Thanks.
Appreciate you. All right.